Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my new subscribers. Yeah, JB in the building. Cowboy fan, but he keep it real, no filter. West Coast knock with that Lone Star pain. Talking truth, why they sugarcoat the game. JB on the mic, yeah, he spitting that truth, silver and blue, but he ain't wearing nose tinted view. Sunday pain got him leaning in the booth, breaking down plays while they feed us the spoof. Shotty on the sideline, looking lost in the sauce, too soft with the cause, yeah, he scared of the cost. Whining in the press, never taking a loss, but the locker room weak when the leader ain't boss. JB wanted tape, calling plays out loud, like what kind of system make a fan this proud? Turn critic real quick, now he drawing that crowd, cause he say what they think but won't say it out loud. JB say straight, no cap in his tone. Cowboys looking shaky, yeah, he letting it be known. From the playbook week to the contracts blown, he gon' speak that truth every time he on the phone. JB say straight, yeah, he keep it raw. If you rhyme for the star, better peep that flaw. Ain't no blind faith when you seen it all fall. He a Cowboy fan, but he question it all. Dak on the center, but the fire ain't lit. Big game moments and he never quite fit. Stats look clean, but the wins don't hit. Playoff time come, yeah, it all go split. JB say, man, I've been watching too long. Same script every year, same tire song. Big check sign, but the roster go wrong. While the real top dogs keep moving on strong. No big names coming, just hype and a dream. Draft night misses got him losing his steam. First round bust got him ready to scream. Like how we rebuild when we stuck in between. He ain't hating up, he just tired of the spin. Every offseason promised in the same old end. JB say loud, yeah, the future look bleak. Same QB story, same cycle every week. No elite moves, just a talk getting cheap. While the real contenders stacking up deep. JB say loud, he ain't buying a hype. Contracts bloated, yeah, the math ain't right. From the front office down to game night. He a Cowboy fan, but he ready to fight. JB sitting back like, man, what it gon' take? Years going by, still the same mistake. Bit around mediocrity, call it a stake. In the heart of the fans, every season they break. Shotty still soft, Dak still the same. Front office moving like it's all a game. No aggression in the moves, no hunger for fame. Just collecting them checks while they ruin the name. JB got the podcast buzzing every night. Fans tune in cause he keep it airtight. No sugarcoat takes, just facts in a fight for a team that ain't been built right. He still rock the star, but his trust real low. Till they change that core, he ain't switching his tone. From the mic to the screen, yeah, the whole world know JB the Cowboy fan, keep exposing the show. JP keep it real, yeah, he still gon' ride, but he calling out the flaws they be trying to hide. No blind love, just the truth with pride. Through the lows and the doubt, yeah, he still gon' ride. JP keep it real, that's the code he live. If the team don't change, ain't no hope to give, but he stay on the mic, got the truth to give. He a Cowboy fan, that's the life he lives. Yeah, truth over hype, every time. JB the Cowboy fan, speaking for the real ones. Yeah. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my new subscribers. Yeah.
Yo. What's up? Back at this shit again, y'all. Hey, yo, I'd have had a couple Dak fan Slurpees on my comments. I had one in my chat. My bad. I had one in my chat the other day. Where y'all Dak fanboy Slurpees at? Come protect your man. Huh? I don't know football because I don't like Dak's play on the field. Go, where y'all? Come on. The link is in the chat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mills, what's happening? Bro, that boy Trail, what it do? Clout Cowboy, what's happening? I see y'all. Sean Lee, what's up? Reek Money. Yes, sir. What's going on with you, Reek? Corsair, appreciate everybody up in the chat. J. Lou, what it do? Miss Matrix, what's up, my girl? What's up, my girl? I want to see them two. There about 2 or 3 of them. The link is in the chat, Playboys. Yeah. But until they show up, what y'all think about this defense that they acquired? Because all I'm hearing that is Super Bowl bound now. We Super Bowl bound with this defense, y'all. Huh? No sir, no sir. I don't see it. Cloud Cowboy, what it do, man? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we might be a year or two from defense being where it need to be. Meanwhile, that gonna regress Scott. I like that one. Regress Scott. Charlie say, what's that? JB? Oh, okay. Oh, he's about to type something. JB picking sign. Nobody don't want him. He is known to talk too much shit. I mean, just what it was today. They signed, but that don't mean he still can't get traded, man. Just depending on the team, or does he really want to, or do he want to be traded? Is he going? I kind of don't believe Mulagala, whatever his name is. I still can't believe he got a deal done for him to play on the tag. I'm not believing that. I'm sorry. I think there's more to it. It got to be more to it to me, man. I'm not seeing that. Of course, their playoffs. Hell, the person has not even started. I mean, my bad. Preseason hasn't even started. They'd be lucky to win 5 regular season games. J. Lou, what up, JB? Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, I want to see the fanboys come stand up for their man since they killing me. Yeah, uh-huh. This Matrix Slurpee hit the link tag. Oh, you on one today, huh? Oh, Cowboy Slurpee you up faithfully. Mm. The sport. What's up, the sport? Yeah, I want to see some conflicts tonight. Enough of everybody agreeing with each other. Mm-hmm. Oh, my bad. I got a new one up there. Carl McDonald. What's up, Carl? This is Dak last year in Dallas, man. I hope so, Carl. I hope so. But I'm in doubt. I mean, I'm in fear that we gonna got them sign his ass to another contract. I just think that's gonna happen for some reason. Even if he sucked, that delusional fans, them that service will not show up. Yeah, they talk mad shit in my comments on my video. Come up in the chat. That boy Trail, not the pointless, useless stat, bro. You see him? I feel like these stats are made up in support of the best choker of all time. You know it. You know it. That delusional. The defense will improve, but still can't overcome that. I think they might improve to about like 20. To be honest, I think they might move up to about 20 because being the fact that it's new, I think being the fact that it's new is probably going to hurt us. But I think they probably going to defense probably going to jump out to a good start. I think. You know what I'm saying? I think they're going to start out to a good start. And it might be looking good for a minute. Because everybody want to prove themselves. We got a lot of new people on defense. And I think it might start off good, but it's going to take some time for them to really gel for us to be Super Bowl bound. I don't see why they screaming this Super Bowl shit. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's ridiculous. You know, some people's giving the draft an A. Some people, I gave it a C. You people's giving it A and B pluses. I think that's mainly on Caleb Downs, though. Because I don't know. No D tackles, no linebackers. We got edges / linebackers. I want a true linebacker. You feel me? And I don't think we did that. I don't think we got true linebackers in the draft. We got hybrid players. Did we have a bunch of hybrid players when we had Dan Quinn? We had a bunch of hybrid players. And it seemed like we're doing the same thing. So Christian Parker taking a play out of Dan Quinn's book and getting hybrid players. We see what happened when we had a safety playing linebacker. Yeah, we had safeties coming up playing linebacker, getting ran on. Bro. 805 Vaughn, what's happening, bro? You're not going to disrespect that man. He has a master's degree, bro. That man got a master's degree, 805 Vaughn. Shit, what they talking about? What they talking about, man? The sport Dallas would need the 85 Bears to overcome Dak in the headlights. Prescott in a playoff. Yes. This dude was calling whoever's in my chat. Oh, I go lie. Yesterday? Day before yesterday? Dude in the chat talking about Dak Prescott top 3. He's top 3, bro. Are you kidding me? Miss Matrix, I'll hit the link, JB, but y'all ain't never ready. Okay, Miss Matrix. Do what you do. Shit real, homie. What it do? I don't understand the fans when it comes to Dak. Anywhere else, they would have ran him out of town. They trying to run Jalen Hurts out of town. This man don't want a Super Bowl. We got a quarterback with 2 playoff wins in 11 seasons. And they signing him and making him the highest paid quarterback in the league. Excuse me. Shit real, homie. They keep bringing up Lamar and Allen, but they got to the AFC game, but that can't. Yeah. At least they been to an AFC championship game. I mean, shit real. Washington got a true LB. Man. And they screaming about D winners from the Niners. This man, he want somebody talking about he was a rookie last year or whatever. Whatever. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. He didn't play unless somebody got hurt for the Niners. So we're gonna bring a backup to the backup off his rookie year, and he's gonna be starting for us. Man, we got a bunch of throwaways and rookies. And it's a Super Bowl bound team now because of the draft. Are you fucking kidding me? Shit, the DC is a rookie. So we expecting rookies damn near at all key positions to boost this defense up. They thinking top 5 because they talking about Super Bowl now. Pick and sign the tag. Oh yeah. These YouTube streets full of Slurpees out there talking about we going to the Super Bowl, man. Are you kidding me? Miss Major, well, JB, to be fair, Patriots went to the Super Bowl after coming off a 4-win season. I'm not convinced, but it can happen. I hear you, Miss Major. I hear you. That delusion. I don't think they're going to run a 3-4 because they got no big linebackers. I don't know what they're going to run now, to be honest. Because to me, they didn't draft. To me, in the early rounds, I don't think they drafted the players to run no 3-4. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I get it. We're in a division with some all 3 running quarterbacks, and we need to have some edge players that can blitz and shit and try to deal with them. But I mean, can't the offensive coordinator scheme there to start running the goddamn ball on us then? We got edges that can't stop the run. So they're just gonna be straight pass rushers. We ain't even got linebackers. We ain't got no big linebackers that can stop the run. So I really don't think we're gonna be running the 3-4, to be honest. I don't think so. Shit real, homie. And the Downs is playing in the box a lot. It's a wrap. Right. But that's where he gonna be according to what they talking about with the defense. They're saying he gonna play with 4 quarterbacks. Like, what the fuck? On the field at one time. And drop, and you're right, and drop downs into the box. Like, I think the energy is gonna have them playing good for about 3, 4, 5 games or some shit like that. think because everything is new and there's gonna be a lot of energy. They're gonna be amped, but once we start playing, goddamn, some real serious games when shit is on the line, I don't know. I want to see. I want to see how we start and if we're gonna be able to stop the run. That's gonna tell me a lot. Are we gonna be able to stop the run? Corsair JB, no way. See if he can get this team ranking 20th place out of 32 NFL professional teams. I mean, they talk about Super Bowl bound now. Shit, that's what they saying. Shit. Carl McDonald, the Doomsday defense can't make Dak read the defense, and he damn sure not throwing a wide receiver open. Hey, y'all know how I feel about that, man. Because to me, it's gonna boil down to Dak. But that's why I was hoping they talking about switch from a 4-3 to a 3-4 that we could drive. I mean, I wanted to see an A+ for me. In my opinion, it's a C. So I don't think we did enough for a defense that's gonna carry us through his mistakes. I don't see it. 6 wins at the most. That's all I'm saying right there. Mm-mm. I don't see it. The sport. Dak is top 3. What? Garbage stats top 3. Oh, people talking about his top 3 quarterback. Out of 32 starting NFL QBs, Dak is top 3. That's what he was saying. Like, come on now. Top 3? That's what I asked him. The sport. What? Top 3 in interceptions? The sport. Nobody can be worse than Kenneth Murray. So they're building up the winners like he's Ray Lewis. Yeah. Yeah, you right. The sport. That's what I'm saying. Come on, man. This guy was not. He was playing behind Fred Warner and Greenlaw, and he only got in because they got hurt, or if they was tired or some shit like that, or they ran some different type of defense. But other than that, yeah, that's his real time of playing. When goddamn Fred Warner and Greenlaw got hurt, they had to let Greenlaw go because I think he tore his ACL or PCL or some shit. About to run back onto the field, coming off from a 3 and out. He about to run back on the field. Oh shit! Hurt himself. Corsair. Dallas lost for sure, draft wise this year compared to the NFC. He's right, but let the pundits, let the Slurpees, let the 3 and 4 letter networks tell you we had the best draft out of 21 teams. I mean, out of all 32 teams, we had the best draft. They put us number 1. The Slurpees talking about we stole the draft. We stole it. Are you kidding me? Hell no. Dak delusional. Barham, if they play him at linebacker, move him around, he a beast. Okay. We're gonna see. I wanna see how we stop the run. OG, what's happening? What it do, bro? Okay, I'll do that. I was about to do it again. Yeah. I'm gonna drop it in just a second. Sport, they're gonna be in nickel a lot. Much more than base. Downs in the slot. He's a really good run defender. I actually do think defense can be top 15, top 20. Okay. I was kind of thinking that it'll probably jump up to 20. At season's end, after all said and done, I think it'll probably be up 20. I think with the newness, with the newness, it's gonna be a good and bad. Because I think they're gonna start out with the newness with a lot of energy and shit and play pretty decent. But when all those emotions settle down and we start, oh boy, Hawk, what up, Hawk? What up, JB in the chat? I'm a little late, but if that has been some of the discussion, ain't missed nothing. Oh man, I want to hear from them Dak Slurpees. Was all up in the comments. He told me to drop the link. He'll be there. Uh huh. The link was in the chat in the beginning. I'm gonna drop it again. Where you at, Slurpees? 805 on JB. You should do a Slurpee tier list video or live before. A Slurpee. Ooh, who you think? Let's do this real quick. 805. Who you think would be the number one right now? Just your number one right now. Let me get you up in there. There we go. What's up, bro?
What's up, JB? How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, man. What's good? Which appreciate you for stopping through.
Man, I was checking out your title. Nah, it won't be enough. Nah, cause man, you know what? For it be enough for that, the Cowboy defense has to be like last year Texans or even the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And you got to have a run. You have to have a running game too.
Yeah, but they say we stole the draft, champs. We stole the draft. So to me, they talking like we top 5, top 10, top 5 at least from what they talking about.
And you know what? And you remember last year draft, a lot of them said that was the best draft ever by the Cowboys.
No.
Yeah, you remember last year they were talking about this the best draft the Cowboys ever had because when they got Booker and they got other players. Yeah, they said that was the best draft ever by the Cowboys. And so here we go again.
Yep.
Now, like I said, I gave this draft a C because the fact that if the Cowboys are going to run a 3-4, whether it's a 3-4 or 4-2 or 3-3-5, your interior defensive linemen are outside of Williams and Clark. They small. They small, and then you still didn't draft no linebackers, especially a middle linebacker. You got more edges, but like what the Cowboys been doing for the past several years, they like the tweeners.
Yeah, man, these hybrid players. I don't like that, man. I don't like these.
I don't like that,
bro.
So if a person playing outside, keep him outside. If he's smart enough to play inside, okay, then do it. But my problem is the third rounder, the kid from Michigan. They played him outside, but you're gonna try and move him inside.
What was that, Barham?
Yeah, Barnett. Yeah, what his name is.
Yeah, they trying to make him a hybrid player.
Mm-hmm. And then, and I already kind of figured that the Cowboys don't want a rookie linebacker to play middle because your middle linebacker has to be smart and he has to be the quarterback of the defense. And I can't think of one player on this roster that's like that. I don't.
I don't either.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they probably gonna make D Winters. Oh, it's gonna be D Winters.
Okay. He was a 6th round pick by the 49ers. Yeah, I know people talking about he had over 100 tackles. Yeah. But I wonder how many tackles were they like 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage?
Right, exactly. Mm-hmm.
And the guy thought, really, hey, you can play him as a safety.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Chad, how big is he? He like what, 5'10", 211 or some shit like that?
Well, they call him. They say he's 5'11", 227, but man, he look like he's more like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, man. I've heard him about around that spot, like 211, 215, or some shit like that. He playing
Uh-huh.
linebacker. That's safety right there, ain't it? That's
That's a
safety.
safety. And then they talking about playing they talking about playing Caleb Downs as the nickel, which we discussed. Uh since you drafted winners, play him right there. Yeah, he's smart. He's small enough for it.
Yeah. Shit. But he ain't. They looking at this guy. See, and this is the thing. Let me say this real quick. Chan. See, this the thing. This is parallel with Christian Parker and Big Fangio with to me Fred Warner and D Winters, because they looking at D Winters like he gonna be balling like Fred Warner or even Greenlaw. That's not gonna happen, bro.
Oh no,
And
I agree with you.
and so they're looking at Christian Parker since he been on the Big Fangio and what's the guy in Denver? Vance Joseph. They
Yeah,
think they're thinking about those two guys. They got two different mindsets. Their mindsets is different than Christian Parker. Not saying Christian Parker mindset won't be good. I'm not saying that, but they're looking at Christian Parker as if he's gonna be the same as those guys. You feel what I'm saying? Because they keep
yeah,
calling every time they'll call out their names when they're talking about him, but he's not them. See, he don't have the instinct that Vic Fangio has. He don't have the play calling ability to understand football situations. He don't have that yet, bro, because he ain't never done it. So to me, that's what they're missing. They're glossing over shit like that. You feel me? Oh, he's a study head and all this shit. I get it. He studied. I get it. But it's a difference in studying than on the field live. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? And that's why I keep saying, here we go again with another coordinator on the job training. Because last year, with Shoddy, he may have called plays elsewhere, but he never did a situation football. Especially like, it's 31 at your opponent's 5 yard line in the red zone, and you calling empty backfield for receiver set, something stupid like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then now here we come with Christian Parker. My thing is, I would have been more comfortable if he would have hired a veteran coach to back him up. I mean, just to give him hindsight, like not run this, or no, I suggest you run something else. Just to make that give him that that experience that he needs.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, man, this kid is raw. He raw. And I know. And then, and the only thing people can say that he, I think, what, 4 different teams. He had coached 4 different defensive backs who became what, Pro Bowlers or All Pro.
Man, what was his job on those teams? One of them, he was basically a clerk, and that wasn't his first gig. An analyst or something. He was like an analyst type shit or something.
Yeah, yeah. Cause he been with 10 different teams.
Damn. So
And I can't go ahead.
No, you got it. Go ahead, finish. I don't mean
And,
to
say,
interrupt.
and I'm saying, and I can't get all hyped up to saying that he's going to change the. I'm not going to say culture, but he's going to change the program. I can't say that. It's just like, man, it's a repeat from last year. Uh, we just got to see what happens. Now, if he come out, say during training camp, and these boys are actually, hitting a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and he digging their ass and stuff, talking about, hey, you run the wrong play or you got to be here, then yeah. But
It's like we gotta see something. You know what I'm saying? We just
yeah,
can't go off because the stats and the numbers. We just can't go
hmm
off. You know that's. I mean, because he's never really done it. You know, so we got to go. And I agree, man. We got to go off of what we seeing first, bro. I know I do before I can make a decision. I can't cart before the horse, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just give him the credit already. You know, Dak
yeah.
delusional. What's up?
What's up?
What's up, man?
Well, hey, how you doing? I'm just waiting to see. Well, I ain't gonna be down on defense because it's going to get better. It can't get no worse. We the worst defense already, and we got some good people. I mean, we ain't, I think we got like two starters out the draft. That like I said, the guy from Maryland, Michigan, Barham. If they
Mm,
play him off the ball and rotate him around like it should have did Michael Parsons, he gonna be good.
okay.
I watched him play for Maryland. I'm from the DMV area, so I watched him. He played in Maryland. Watch his film when he plays strictly off the ball as linebacker. He good.
I hope so.
I
'Cause
hope so. I
we
hope
gonna
so
need
too.
we gonna need him. We
Now if
gonna
they
need
try to do if they try to do the same thing they did to with Michael Parsons and put him on the line and just let him try to keep blitzing, I mean keep on pass rushing, nah, that's not gonna work.
well, really, Michael Parsons would have been better in the 3-4, which they done switched to supposedly done switched to the run. If
Oh
Michael
yeah, man. Yeah,
in a
I
3,
mean,
oh, bro,
this a bit. I mean, actually, this would have been the defense for him to definitely get that next level.
yep, sure
I
would
don't
have.
I
Now,
don't
go
I
ahead,
don't
sir.
think they're gonna run a 3-4. They got no 3-4 linebackers.
Nope.
The biggest linebacker they got is the one that I just mentioned, Barham. They don't got no big middle linebackers. I don't think they're running a 3-4.
My thing is from what I'm been reading, it's mainly it could be a combination of the 3-3-5 and 4-2-5. Can you remember last year when they went five down linemen? You know, you had the three interior and the two outside.
Who,
Uh, They're gonna be running all that too. How like your interior will be, it's gonna be like defensive tackles, and your outside it may be like a combination of Ezraku or Lawrence or the other guy bringing them from Michigan.
oh,
Yeah, just
uh,
mix them up. But I don't know how well that's gonna be when uh you still missing out on another linebacker.
That's why I don't think they run the 3-4 because the linebackers they got, I think they depend on a defensive line to keep everything clean and let the linebackers run free. I think they still gonna run a 4-3.
man,
Man, you know what? That's what I agree with you, back. I mean, back delusional. I hope they run a four. No, really, ain't nobody running a 4-3 right now. Cause everybody run a 4-2-5 because since the way the offenses are,
mm-hmm.
everybody running the 11 personnel and 3 to 4 wide receiver set.
Yep.
But it's
But
based off the 4-3 though. I mean, it's still the two DTs and the two edge.
yeah, that's true.
And
That's true.
you might just sneak another edge in there or something to make it five,
Yeah,
whatever they make the numbers be. But
yeah, yeah. But my thing is, man, they definitely need to on the line. They got to find somebody to replace Parsons' productions. The middle linebackers, or linebackers, man, they got to find somebody that can, that can play that second level. Because if Caleb Downs is your leading tackler, oh yeah, it's gonna be bad. It'll be worse than last year.
No, Caleb Downs don't need to be the leading tackle.
Yeah,
No,
but
I think the linebacker's going to be Winters is a good coverage linebacker.
Okay, we need one of those. We need two of those and two run stoppers that also can
And see,
block.
the run stoppers is going to come off because they depending on the defensive line to eat up everything and let the linebackers run free.
So in the 3-4 philosophy though, they only talking about 3 down linemen then. So they talking about putting the guy we got
Yeah,
from San Diego and Williams and Clark on the opposite sides of him.
yeah,
I don't think they're running a 3-4. That's the
but
thing. I
see,
don't believe that 3-4 thing.
because see, the one thing about 3-4 on your defensive lineman, you got two ends and one nose tackle. The nose tackle, which that's the person in the middle that's going to take cover. The guards and the center,
The center, yeah.
and normally your defensive ends are like your three techniques.
So who's going to be the nose tackle in the 3-4? We don't have a 3-4 nose tackle.
Exactly. Know what? The only person who got the size is
Quentin
Tua.
Williams not no 3-4 nose tackle.
No. I'm talking about
Kenny Clark.
no,
Kenny Clark,
got Tua. No, got Tua from last year's draft
US,
from UCLA, and they got who they picked up from
San
San
Diego.
Diego.
You want
They're
to
the
depend
only
on
two people. The only two people
the
that
side.
have the size.
a
I'm
3-4
not saying
nose
they gonna
tackle.
play, but they're
A
the only
three
two people.
a 3-4 nose tackle got to be beast. You just can't have any jag at a 3-4 nose tackle.
Nope. He got to be a
But
bench.
I'm saying that's what I'm not, man. I'm not arguing. I'm just saying that's what is on this roster right now.
That's why I don't think they're going to run a 3-4. You can't have a jag DT as your nose tackle on a 3-4. He got to be a beast. He got to be somebody.
Yeah.
And really, be honest, I still don't know what type of defense they're gonna run because they mentioned 5-2, 4-2, 4-3, 3-4, and but with the type of players who they drafted, it fits the 3-4,
You think?
especially all the edges.
Well, they
No,
saw
the edges fit the 4-3. Them edges is coming off. Them edges coming off as a DE.
But they're small though. As far
Lance
as
not small as a DE, is he?
who?
The one they drafted, Lance.
Malachi.
Oh, yes, he is, man. He about like 250.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he about what 6'4"?
Maybe no one probably close to 245. Oh yeah, large or small.
Well, if he's small as a D in a 3-4, he way smaller as a D in a 3. I mean, if he's small as a DE in a 4-3, he way smaller in a 3-4. So I don't think they're gonna run a 3-4.
It don't look like it to me.
Be honest, I don't know what the hell they going to run. I'm
Okay,
just
the two
honest.
questions.
Go ahead.
How you know they're not running a 3-4? Who is your middle linebacker and who is your nose tackle?
Number and that what? If that's the question that I have.
Good ass question.
Who's gonna be your nose tackle? Who's gonna be your middle linebacker? And Shotty said that the kid from Michigan, Brown, the third round pick, they're gonna move him to the middle. That's what they said.
They going green dotty?
Yes, they're gonna put him in the middle.
A rookie?
Well, he do
Yeah,
play downhill. He plays downhill though. He can slice some stuff.
yeah, but the deal that your middle linebacker has to be got to be able to know that playbook as well, and they have to be able to adjust what coverage they're gonna do. And
Well,
that's a lot to put on a rookie like that, especially a third rounder.
and give him the green dot.
Yeah,
That's
Mm,
winners.
I don't know. I
winners?
don't.
Green
Now
dot.
that's what
I said
I'm
that.
just saying. I'm just saying that's what Shai said. He gonna put Brown after they gonna move to the middle.
Either him or winners, they going green dot. Either one, I'm telling you. And Winters is too small to be a green dot. I'm telling you, he's too small. We
Heck,
in
no,
trouble.
it's gonna be
We in trouble.
like Dexter Copeland.
Yeah, unless that's the Coakley. Yeah, he was small, but he was a beast. Yeah, he was a he was a fucking beast, goddamn. But shit, we gonna see, man. And that's probably what it's gonna have to take. We're gonna have to see something at least in training camp preseason before we can really like kind of, you know. But I'm not jumping off the edge drinking the Kool-Aid like we finna go to the Super Bowl just because of this draft, though. I'm not finna do that either. Like, yo, we got to see something what's gonna go down, how what the direction they going with. You know what I'm saying? What players that's gonna
Mhm.
be on the field. So
And then and then your top three cornerbacks. I'm uh I'm not breaking down no doors or popping off fireworks over them either.
we got
Bland, Rebel, and
The new guy Moore. They said the new guy Moore supposed to be good.
well, they said a lot of things, but until proven otherwise, yeah, like they said that it was a good draft, and they said last year they were the best draft ever by the Cowboys.
Well, see, my thing, I ain't gonna hop on the defense. So we not gonna have the 2021, 2022, 2023 defense. We had we had good defenses.
Mhm.
Everybody hopping on Seahawks defense. We had a defense just as good as Seahawks defense.
Yep.
And
Now, to be honest, I'd rather have a defense like the Houston Texans last year.
we had a defense like that. If you got a quarterback don't throw interception, we had a defense like that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Every
I know
team
that.
that won the Super Bowl in the last 5 years or 6 years, we had those same defenses.
I know that 2022 defense, man, that was the best defense Cowboys had in years.
That's why I
Also,
be tripping, man, how they be talking about the defense all of a sudden now. I mean, it's like I mean, I can't they harp on the defense so much like it was the very reason why Dak didn't succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so what Dak Delusional was saying? What about the defenses he already had? What did he do with that? And they still go
Exactly.
in. So I'm like, that's why I don't want no more excuses from this guy. Since they saying we stole the draft, the 4-letter net worth, 3-letter net worth, talking about we number one out of 32 teams who had the best draft. Okay. We draft predominantly defense. Okay, so the defense is, according to them, is gonna be shit top 10 at least. So I don't want to hear no motherfucking excuses for this guy when he failed. Because he's shown in history what he's had before, he didn't get it done. He ain't getting better. He getting older. He injury prone. He still can't read a cover 2, 3, 4, 0, 5, 6, 7, 10. So what the fuck? That's why I'm kind of disappointed we didn't go. I want to double dip at linebacker with them 2 picks. I'm disappointed. To me, I don't feel like we beefed up the defense enough. Like you was just saying, Dak Delusion. We didn't beat that. The defense still ain't good enough. It's not good enough
Mhm.
to make up for his mistakes. I don't give a fuck who we drafted. Well, I mean, I do, but I'm saying like it's got to be. Our defense gonna have to be. I mean, like elite. Like I mean, like beyond elite, bro. And I don't think we come close to that this year. I don't. It's that's why it's like I don't think we can ever draft or have free agencies or a elite defense. It's still not going to be enough for this guy. It's still not going to be enough. I was just hoping because man, I'm a fan. I love my team and I want to see us win. I'm just hoping we could have did more in my
Mhm.
opinion, in the draft to try to at least carry this guy as far as we can. You know what I'm saying? Because he's had it and he didn't get it done. And we're giving it to him
yeah,
again.
the thing is, y'all think Parker gonna do better than Dan Quinn did? No, he not.
Oh
Dan
no,
Quinn had that defense right at one time.
Man, you know what? I don't know about that. I'm not saying that because I'm thinking until proven otherwise, he could be another Eberflus or Mike Nolan.
True.
Or he could be Dave Wannstedt or Butch Johnson. I don't know.
Is it gonna be Mike Dicker?
We don't know.
He gonna bring the 85 Bears defense here?
And
Or
then here's the other thing.
he gonna bring the Ravens defense? That's what's gonna be needed.
And the other thing, ain't nobody still. We still got question marks on the offense about the run the game and the left and both the tackles.
Yeah,
And matter of fact, you can say, will Connor Beebe improve at the center position?
The offense always been a question mark. I don't know why people glaze on the offense.
question mark
The
last season.
defense didn't lose all those games last season.
Oh.
It was just they blamed the defense. The Bears, that was offense. The Cardinals, that was offense. The Giants, the
Panthers.
Panthers.
Vikings.
Yep.
The defense saved the game against the Eagles. They shut the Eagles out in the second half.
So it gave them an opportunity.
And they
In the first game against the Eagles, it wasn't the defense. It was the offense.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't play in preseason.
Nope. And they think that when they go scrimmage against another team, that's their preseason.
They got worked against the Rams when they scrimmaged against the Rams. They got worked.
Mm-hmm.
They got worked, bro. OG, what's up?
What's up, OG?
Hey, OG.
You on mute, OG?
You know how he do.
Yeah, I know.
But
You know what, OG?
Once
know
he
what
started,
OG love?
he there though.
Yep.
He loved Dak Prescott so much, man.
Who?
OG, the Fiend JP. Oh yeah, he loved Dak so much.
What do you call it? Mississippi 20? What do you call that play?
The Mississippi, he called the Dak Mississippi bootleg play.
The bootleg call some shit like that. Yeah.
The man,
but I don't think no matter how good this defense is no saving this. I call it fool's gold offense with that. Because the offense is fool's gold. They play good against bad teams. They put up garbage time stats and make stuff look good. Because all you got to do is look at the last game Dak played against the Giants. He went in that game thinking he was going to pad his stats.
And a Giant embarrassed his butt. And he got out real fast. And then they're gonna have there talking about women brings culture.
Well, we don't have a
they asked Schottenheimer last year, are you gonna sit Dak out? He said, "Oh no, we're trying to win games, not tank."
Well, what I do hope they did, the guys they drafted on defense, I hope they did draft some dogs who ain't going to fall behind that. And they're going to be like, well, my own person. Nah, you're not it. I hope they be like Michael Parsons and Diggs was to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Michael down,
don't befriend that.
Shit, who was that? I seen something on Facebook. One of the cornerbacks stepped up, started talking shit about you ain't gonna be talking about that.
Josh Butler, man.
Yeah, Josh
the backup.
Yeah, talking about the Dak hate needs to go. You know what? I used to like Josh Butler. Fool, you can go.
Ain't he coming off an injury or some shit?
Yep. Knee injury.
Josh Butler trying to save his job. He about to be out the door.
He kissing up the Dak. Oh shit, bro. Come on, man. See, people
a lot of the Dak fans, a lot of the Dak defensive players is about to get kicked out. And even the boys, what's his name? Schoolmaker. Mm-hmm. Oh, he about to lose his job too.
Yeah. Man, what OG at? Cause see, the OG he can't stand Schoolmaker either. Or oh well, anyway.
I don't know what he's doing.
You know what? I'm surprised they didn't draft a tight end either.
But I'm glad they didn't though.
They got one of the free. They got one of the free
Yeah,
agent junk though.
he go. What was he from?
That boy Triggs, Bella.
What school he was from?
Triggs from Bella.
Baylor. Yeah, from Baylor.
I mean, he gonna make Dak look good the way he look like he can catch.
Mm-hmm.
Because you need somebody to catch Dak balls.
Yep.
Yep.
That's why the Dak fanboys are hyping this video up. Look at him. He catching the ball with one hand. Look at his wingspan. Look how he catch the ball. Well, with your Dak, your quarterback, you gotta do that.
Yep.
It's either gonna be you gotta jump up high or you gotta catch the ball by the shoestrings.
Oh, who did Tober go to?
Miami. I think he went to Miami. I could be wrong, but I thought it was Miami.
Now watch how good he played with a quarterback that can throw the ball accurate versus playing with that. Because Brandon Cooks already showed that. What did Brandon Cooks do here? What did he do in Buffalo? He almost won in the playoff game.
Yep.
He played good with the. He with the was he with the Patriots this year?
No, he was with Buffalo, wasn't he?
Oh, Buffalo. Yeah, that's right. My bad. Buffalo. Yeah. So
he almost won in the playoff game. But with the Cowboys with Dak, what did he do?
Shit. Cook said they didn't use him correctly.
They didn't have the quarterback that can use him.
That's right. They didn't have the quarterback. Because how he perform 1,000 yards with 5 other quarterbacks? Then when he get with Dak, he looked like a bum. And that's why the Slurpees want him up out of here, trying to say, well, Dak need another one besides CD. He need another wide receiver. Cooks ain't shit, but they hype Cooks up when they learned that we had signed him. When we had traded him, they was hyping him up. Who gonna cover Cooks deep? Like, come on, bro. Now you hating on him, you switching up on him. Well, they good for that, bro. They'll switch up on you real quick.
Yep. You know what? To be honest, man, I wish the Cowboy would have drafted Shedeur last year just for the controversy.
JB, didn't I tell you that Deshaun Watson is gonna get that starting job for Cleveland?
Oh, they named him the starter?
Oh, they got him the starter?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
A healthy Deshaun Watson is like that boy beast when he's healthy now. Oh, and that can't even use Turpin. What did Cooper Rush do with Turpin? Turpin never caught a slat and took it to the house with Dak. What did he do with Cooper Rush though?
Yeah, that was a playoff team at that time, and we beat them with Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
I mean,
what's happening, fellas? What's happening?
What's up, OG?
Dang, OG, about time you got on.
Just getting dinner started.
Okay.
Man, I heard that you got you bought your Dak jersey.
What's up?
I heard you bought yourself a Dak jersey.
I got a T-shirt like 4 or 5 years ago, but that's in the drawer. That's about to get ready to fucking go to Goodwill. What's the topic? What's happening?
Shit, man, is this defense gonna be good enough to get Dak in the playoffs?
Shit. Yeah, it's gonna be good enough. It's gonna be good, but ain't gonna be no playoffs.
So it ain't gonna be good enough.
Well, it ain't gonna be the defense. They ain't gonna be able to score no point. And I like when fools like Michael Irvin and all these guys get on here and praise the offense and praise Lamb and praise Pickens and praise Dak. All these former NFL players. Look, I don't give a shit if you've been in the NFL, got 2 or 3 Super Bowls, but that was fucking how many years ago? The game has changed, man. The game has changed. Shit. Unless Dak Prescott can go out there and show that he can fucking he can go out there and maneuver up first downs and correct his footwork and his pinpoint accuracy to the receivers, get the ball where he needs to be, and then under pressure, thrive under pressure, and show us he can be for over $500 out of $500. 500. Then I believe in this fucking offense. You know, it's been the same shit for 11 years. Like I said on my show a while back, I mean, how many fucking years does it take for you to fucking get to the playoffs and elevate yourself? I mean, you see, we had a top tier, pretty decent defense under Dan Quinn, and he just couldn't get it done. So it's going to be almost the same, similar. We're not going to be as good under Dan Quinn. We're going to be decent, but you know, this offense. Look, I'm not surprised if we don't make the playoffs. I'm just not. I would this to be expected. I mean, Christian Parker want to win the division. You know, he's trying to create a defense so we can win some ball games. But you know, the field goals, man. You know, the damn field goals. Praying to God that you're going to get to the 40-yard line, let's get a first down, to get to the 30, the fucking 20, the fucking end zone needs to be fixed. And the number one thing that really needs to be fixed is the penalties. People are not understanding. They're not honing in on that. Michael Irvin, Emmett Smith, all those guys, they're so bad to talk about that he's in control of the offense. God is in control of the offense, and getting these penalties corrected has been a bugaboo for a long time now.
Even last year.
I mean, probably like years. Like false starting, holding, fucking face mask, fucking tripping, just stupid stuff, you know? And that's all coaching, but it's also got to do with getting in the field room and studying, like how to play against your opponent. Like you one of the worst teams that got penalized last year. You was up there with everybody else, and a lot of your draws and your drive stalled. And then on top of that, you got that's in one hand. And then on the other hand, you got bad play calling. And then on top of that, you have a bad quarterback with bad footwork. I mean, Dak Prescott was thrust into the fucking limelight, okay? Behind Tony. He didn't sit behind Tony Romo to learn anything. So as soon as Tony got fucking hurt, he got thrown into the limelight. His footwork was still awful. Yeah, he made some good plays. He had a 13-3 defense, 13-3 on Wade Phillips. But after that, this shit declined after Zeke and all this other shit. And it's getting worse and worse. Dropping back 1, 2, 3 with the footwork step, getting the ball out fast. You know, your fucking your head is in one area, wide receivers open, but you call a play. You gotta fucking when you run the play, you gotta run that play. You can't look off like Troy Aikman, like other guys, Patrick Holmes. Yeah. You gotta throw the ball at what the play's called. That's elementary. That means that you have no command over the offense. Your decision making is not good. When we call the play, it goes to that receiver.
Hey, OG, got a question. OG, got a question for you.
Yeah.
What type of defense you think Cowboys gonna run? 3-4, 4-2-5, 4-3 what? What you think?
They're gonna run the 3-4. They're gonna run the nickel, and they're probably gonna run the it's gonna be It's gonna nickel and dime, I think, mostly, and because they're setting up for we're gonna I can see it now. We're gonna blitz you at the corner position.
Let me redo the question.
Hold on, champ. Hold on, wait. We're gonna blitz you with downs. We'll come at you with downs, and then we're gonna come at you with linebackers, and we're gonna stop the middle. So
who's gonna be your middle linebacker?
Overshown and the boy from San Francisco.
So you trust Overshown to be healthy?
Yeah, he'll be ready. Hey, better be ready. You better be ready. Charlotte, damn time he done had off. Get off his ass and get the off-season working program going. Get that leg going. He might come in healthy. I would love to see. It's time for Overshown. To try to see something from Overshown. We want to see a beast again.
Okay, outside of Williams and Clark, who's your other defensive tackles?
Williams and who?
Outside of Williams and Clark, who's your other defensive tackles?
You got the guy in San Francisco, Ochatew, however you pronounce his name, and I'm hoping to see something from Tua this year. I hope he can drop weight.
Wait a minute, what guy from San Francisco?
No, San Diego.
Oh, he's the only one that can play nose.
So hopefully we can see something from him. We might end up picking up a D tackle, down the line. I'm kind of seeing what the Jones is saying. They don't waste it like 2 and 3 draft picks on defensive tackles. It ain't worked out. They really don't trust. We haven't seen Aaron Donald in forever that come through the draft. And he does spent money on Mozzie and Osa and Christian Hill, and it ain't panned out. So I can understand where Jerry is coming from. He said, "Hey, it ain't worth it no more. Let me go with a proven veteran, and maybe that's why he made the trade." I can understand that. As you saw the facts with those draft picks, they just ain't paying out for the last 2 or 3 years.
That's on Will McClain.
We got like 3 or 4 defensive tackles that Dan Quinn drafted, and we've been after him that has not been paying down.
Wait a minute, Dan Quinn only drafted one. That was Mozzie.
Did he drive? What's that one boy from Kentucky? Yeah, he was
Cowboys didn't. No way, Cowboys didn't even give him a chance to play.
So he was in there too. He just didn't pan out. And the problem is, they got to start cutting weight. I know back where everybody wants their space eaters and look, man, Aaron Donald was dominant, man, when he was like 301, 35.
But that's only one Aaron Donald. Everybody can't be Aaron Donald.
Exactly, because they're allergic to the gym. They got to start getting their body right and start, and stay and get in the weight room and film room. I don't know, man. They gotta have it, but hey. But I like the way the defense is headed, man. I like it. I think we're gonna be, below in the 20s. I think we're gonna be between 10 and 20. It's somewhere in that rank.
So that means the defense is still not good enough for Dak, because in 2022 it was ranked number 5 or 6.
Yeah. They're going to do just enough better than what they did last year to get the ball back, pressure the quarterback, win the third downs, get off the field, shut down the man that's killing us, because we know we get killed. We've been getting killed by one player every time. If it's McCaffrey or Hurts, or one player been killing us for many of years.
Sure, McCaffrey down in the playoffs though.
Huh?
Shut McCaffrey down in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Nine.
Yeah. We're gonna get back to the ground and pound again on defense, and Dak gotta he gotta show something. Or you gonna see in 27, people gonna start turning the other way. I told people 4 or 5 years ago, they're gonna start turning the other way. Because we done been two or three defensive coordinators already. We done this and we done that. We done flipped the script. We done flipped the roster. We done signed players. We done traded players. We done gave a whole lot. We got Quentin Williams Quentin fucking Williams, the best defensive tackle, to help this defense out. And we gave up draft picks to help this fucking dude to sort the defensive player. We went and got defense. You know, we done put a first round on a fucking safety. Mm-hmm. We done brought in with 4 or 5 goddamn fucking pass rushers and more defensive tackles and linebackers we bringing in here to help this damn dude out. I mean, like, how many years do we want to fucking keep giving Dak Prescott to fucking show us that he can be the man for Dallas? And then if that ain't gonna happen, then people gonna wake up and say, okay, man, goddamn, you know what, I've had enough. You know. And then Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, and all them Cowboys lovers, Nate Newton, all those guys get on the Cowboy show, and they get on the internet, because you know the internet is the motherfucking is the communicator, it's the fucking it's the word on the street to let you know what's going on. And when they start seeing the shit that it ain't working, they're gonna start backpedaling. And I'm gonna figure out which one gonna start backpedaling first out of Cowboys championship. So Aikman already, he's already on the fence already.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They got to start thinking about who the fuck we gonna bring in here to fucking get over the hump. They have not set themselves up to get over the hump yet. To have a guy that's set under this bump for 2 years. That we can depend on. So he going to be a good starter for us. They brought in Milton. They brought in this other guy. I don't know how well he gonna do when he fight Milton. Milton probably go to the back, a third string. And this guy, Sam Howell, he'll come up to the second string. We'll see him in preseason. But then they need a guy that's set under Dak Prescott to learn from Dak Prescott mistakes, to go out there and start playing good football. What we gonna do? Throw a fucking rookie in here and get killed for 1 or 2 years? Then we gonna blame it on, oh, we should have got rid of Dak. We shouldn't have got rid of Dak this soon. Like the other teams prepared themselves, the Rams, the Packers, all the other teams have prepared themselves to succeed. And look, Pittsburgh just drafted a quarterback, so they're going to bring back Aaron Rodgers. They just drafted a quarterback, so he's going to sit for a couple of years. These guys got to sit, you know, unless you're very, very special. Now you see Drake May, he sat for a little bit, but he didn't do well in the Super Bowl because he didn't really know where the blitz was coming from.
This is second season, man.
Yeah. So, you know, he's phenomenal, but he's learned from his mistake by watching film.
I think it's gonna make him better.
I
think it's gonna make him better.
Like, but like, when are we gonna learn? Like, when are we gonna say 11 years? Like, damn, like you. So I need to go 1 more year, and then 2027. Okay, let me go to 2028 and see can he fucking get us there. Like I said a few weeks ago, I see if we made it to the NFC Championship game or the playoffs 2 years ago. And then I would have hope to be like, okay, well, damn, we got a chance to go to the NFC Championship game in 26. And then, okay, we get to the NFC Championship game in 26. Oh, damn, in 27, we got a chance to go to Super Bowl. Like, but that is not even, we're not even close to that. We're not even thinking about those options right now. We're thinking about winning 8 fucking games. 8 fucking games. Better than we did last year with 7 games. Can we win 8 fucking games? Like,
no, we were already talking about Super Bowl. Go ahead, champ.
Man, I'm not, man. I don't think I gotta say you gotta wait for mini camp the training camp, see what direction they're going. Like I said, we can all speculate. But my thing is, do you think that by Pickett signing, you think the drama is over?
No, I don't think it's over, Chance, because I still think it's a trade in the works because I think Pickens felt disrespected with what Stevie Jones said, man. And the only way he can be traded is if he signed that tag. People think he
Mm-hmm.
tag that he gonna play, that he with it. But I'm thinking Pickens like work out a trade for me. I
And he
think
and he did delete his Dallas Cowboys Instagram page.
yeah. So I'm thinking, bro, like something in the works. I'm telling you, this ain't gonna be no. Oh, we all in. We about to play. Off season coming. We about to get in training camp and all this good. Nah, bro. I don't think that's gonna happen. I could be wrong, but my feeling telling me a trade is in the works. That's why he went on ahead and said, "Okay, I'm gonna sign this," because he can't. They can't trade him unless he signed it.
Yeah.
So that's why he went on. The talk was he signed it already, but he didn't sign it. But then he turned around and then signs the motherfucker. That's telling me something's in the works with a trade or something. I don't think he took too kindly what Stephen Jones said, bro.
I want to chime in on that real quick. Okay. Pickens got when we drafted the Pickens and when did Lamb get his contract?
24? Was it 24? Yeah, because he got just 20. Oh, he got two more seasons left on his deal. So 24.
Okay, so we
Yeah, because he got his before Dak did. He got his
Okay.
contract before Dak did.
Oh, he did.
Yep.
Shit. See, if they were smart, like I said, I would have traded Lamb up out of there. You know, Lamb, he inconsistent. I mean, people like Lamb, and they disagree with me, man. But I understand that everybody's always have an opinion, especially mine. But moving forward, Charles Pickens came in and gave you 1,400 yards last year, and that's for 1 year. Lamb has been with us for a minute. Like we don't even know what Lamb we're gonna get. Lamb that drops the ball or Lamb that's gonna catch the ball. Lamb that's gonna continue to throw his hands up and not foolish out there. You seen when they played the Giants last year, that boy shut Lamb down. He shut Lamb down. We went to Pickens because the boy was all over Lamb. He got picks and he was shutting him down. Now you can't do that with Pickens. You can't shut him down unless you put a man over the top of him. They should have traded Lamb and got Lamb up out of here. And because number one, Lamb drops the ball. Number two, inconsistent. Number three, out of place, and he gets his head out of the game, and he fights. He forgets he's playing football. Like, we don't need that. We need a guy that can stay focused and bring us something every game. Okay, minus George Pickens, we know a little lazy, honest, maybe sometimes on the route running and blocking, but hell, wide receiver doesn't do that. So, a lot of complaining the ball is coming to Lamb. He complains, and he's not getting the ball. So it could go either way, but you could have got something for Pickens and signed Lamb. Got something for Lamb and signed Pickens. We need something for some players. Every player is expendable except for Dak Prescott. That's what we fucked up. We should have learned from the Dak Prescott mistake with the no trade clause. You learn from that. You trade Lamb. You get your draft picks. You keep working on your defense for 26, 27, and 28 and keep building. You saw with Seattle. You saw with the guys that won it before then. Who's that won it? Who's that on? Kansas City or who won it before them? We don't need a number two Warriors. We don't need two number ones. We need one. Just like Seattle did. All that shit came off defense. They buckled down. They stay focused on defense.
Won the Super Bowl with a tight end, bro. 2 Super Bowls. He had no number one. Yeah. He won 2 Super Bowls with that guy. Let me read this comment from John Gilmore. He said, nobody wants Pickens. He talked too much shit in Pittsburgh. He had one good year, and now JB wants him to get big money to hurt Dallas free agency. All for his hatred for Dak, but one about I don't want Pickens. I said I was hoping Pickens signed it. He signed it, but my thing is they went and got Pickens for a reason. And he's in the green ROI. Because his return on investment, they gave up a third when got him, he balled. They knew he was looking for a contract. So what's this for him wanting to have his future set? He wanted to play with the Cowboys. He wanted a contract. They didn't want to give it to him. And Stephen Jones talking about they ain't gonna give him one. Well, the talks is over for this year for giving him a contract. So how am I just wanting Pickens to get paid to hurt the Cowboys when Dak Prescott already done did that? That's why they tagged it, because they can't sign him because of Dak's contract, homeboy. Another Slurpee.
And Dak just wanted hurting his team.
Right.
Yeah, with his contract and his play. Shit. Yeah. Nah. It's all gonna boil down to this guy. But I do still want to see what this defense gonna do. Since we Super Bowl bound now, I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of putting the excuse on the defense. The excuse been on the defense since 2016 with Dak Prescott. It's always been the defense for Dak's failures. Every year he's been on this goddamn team has been the defense fault why he can't go deep in the playoffs, get to an NFC championship game. And that's bullshit. And then want to come at me for other people who have the opinion as I do and say we hate the guy, but he ain't showed up to do shit. Every time he failed, it's the defense fault. Well, why we pay him so much money then? We should have been getting on the defense then, since y'all been blaming the defense since 2016. Why we keep giving him all the money? Because y'all keep saying he top 5, he top 3, he's elite. So we paid him like he's that, but he not performing like he's that. So don't get mad at me because the dude won't perform on the field. Goddamn, he's getting paid to do that. He's getting paid to cover the defense, the deficiencies on the team, whether it's defense, offense, wherever the fuck it is. He's getting all the money. He already broke the goddamn team. He fucked the team up with them contracts. And Jerry Jones, I was pissed at his ass for doing that shit. Should have never did that shit. Paid this dude coming off an injury when he fucking broke his ankle. Gave this dude a contract. Then extend and give him another contract. He fucking tear his hamstring off the bone or whatever the fuck they want to say. Miss 8 more games.
Right.
Like, goddamn, come on, man. Don't come at me because the dude ain't performing on the field. He can't stay healthy. He's getting paid while he's not healthy and not performing. What the fuck kind of shit is that? Right. You can't stay healthy. You can't perform, but you still getting paid like you the top. No, not like you is. You getting paid. You are the top paid quarterback in the league, the top paid player in the league. Come on, man. The onus is on him. He's the leader. Don't he wear the C on his chest? God damn. Why you coming at me? Because I expect more from him. Y'all expect mediocrity from this dude. They happy with mediocrity and his bullshit ass stats. Instead of goddamn wins when it matters. Nah. He fucking sucks. Where they fucking Dak fanboy Slurpees at that was talking shit? Get your ass up on this motherfucking chat. I done dropped the goddamn link in there 4 times already.
Oh, they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it.
I ain't gonna show up.
What's
I'm
up,
waiting on one of them
Spencer?
to show up.
Hey,
I'm waiting.
you know how I feel about that Dak thing. Um, you gotta let time reveal itself. You gotta see for people to start waking up and realize you gotta let time show you that what we've been saying is the reality. And for shit to change, you gotta let us fucking show you and tell you that it ain't gonna get no better. You done seen everything. You know, you done seen the coaches change, the players change, defensive change for 11 years. I mean, like I told a while back, Dak got his money. He really don't care if we win or lose this year. 26, 27, 28. It don't matter anymore. As long as we continue to get that paycheck. Now, I don't know if it's a celebrity thing, like I got to get paid off that. I got to get my likes off that. Like, I don't know if the like you call them Slurpees, they don't support it because he's a company man. And then it takes a real fan to wake up and realize it's not supported. So, I understand. I understand. I'm gonna say it like this. Look, I understand. I understand where they're coming from. I understand they want it to work so bad. They want to win so bad with Dak. I understand that. He could do it. He could do it. Who do he? Who's next? I mean, who we gonna bring in next? I understand all that. I understand that y'all want the same old thing. I understand that. I know you want it, but it takes time to make you realize that it's not happening. And is it gonna take another major injury? Another shoulder going out, another leg going out, another back going out? Is it gonna take a major injury for him to get off the field and stop playing? He's not getting no younger. And it says that at the age right now that they should start looking for another quarterback because of his age. He's 34 this year. What? You saw that with Aaron Rodgers. Green Bay got rid of him because he couldn't move around no way. His accuracy is getting off now. When he played the Texans, and if the Texans would have had a better quarterback, they would have fucking blew Pittsburgh out of the playoffs. And, I think they played, or was it New England? Yeah, Pittsburgh. Yeah, they played the Texans. So then the Texans lost to the Patriots, and the Patriots would have had a better Texans would have had a better quarterback. They would have beat the Patriots.
I don't know what was up with Stroud, bro.
Yeah, it was ugly, and it's still going. So it's going to take a whole bunch of bad games for people to understand. Okay, goddamn. All right, we need to change, and a major injury, and we're not considering that his injuries, could play a big part of his continue to play. We haven't even prepared ourselves for that yet. A major injury, breaking of a hand and a shoulder, lower back, another foot, getting thrown to the ground. Our tackles are not that excellent. The offensive line is not fucking top tier to protect them at all times. So we need to get younger at the position, man, and move forward and start drafting. But that's how I feel about it.
Yeah. Santa, what's up, bro?
What's up, man?
What up, family?
Not much, man.
What you
I
got,
ain't-
bro?
I ain't spoke too much on the Cowboys since the draft, and I think a lot of people buying in on a lot of hype, man. I think they're gonna get their heart broken. I don't think this defense is gonna be much better than it was last year, and I think Dak Prescott and his offense is gonna be worse than they were last year.
Oh shit.
Man, this is a 5-win team, man. 3 years in a row, single digit wins. We got a harder schedule this year than we had last year. Yeah, I just I, I don't know, man. I don't think we had as good a draft as people think. I don't. I
I
think we
agree.
got a. I think we got for if we gonna run a 3-4. I think we got a lot of undersized players that are all going to be playing positions that they never played before, including Quentin Williams. I think Kenny Clark played 3-4 for a couple of years, and Rashad Gary played it for a couple of years. But outside of that, none of these dudes are 3-4 guys. And this defense is going to get handled. It took 5 defensive linemen last year for them to be able to stop the run, and they barely got it done. And now you're going to do it with 3? Caleb Downs has a degenerative knee condition that who knows when that's going to end up. Y'all remember what was it? Terry Glenn, I think his name was, the wide
Yeah,
receiver.
Terry Glenn. Yep.
Terry Glenn had the exact same condition that Caleb Downs has. So you looking maybe 4 years into his career, he might miss a few games a year as he did with that knee. He's going to end up having microscopic knee surgery every single offseason for cleanup. And when he take bad hits on that knee, it might be a problem. That's probably the reason why he was still there, because a lot of people had him rated the #1 overall defensive player in the league. I mean, in the draft, and he was there. Other teams looked him over because of probably because of that knee injury.
We always drafted injured players or some remnants of some type of injury they done have. We can't never just draft healthy players. And on top of that, we draft them high.
But there is no such thing as a meniscus injury that isn't degenerative. There's no such thing. If a player has meniscus injuries, they tend to have meniscus injuries for the rest of their career until it's bone on bone. Because they go in there and they clean it up, and then it chips off, it flakes off, it breaks off as they play on it. And they go in there and they clean it up, and they keep cleaning it up, and eventually it's bone on bone. And that's what retires players with that type of condition. But the more serious it gets, the more time they miss. Man, I'm not excited about it, man. I don't even know who half these players are. Well, I would say I don't know who 90% of these players are. I wanted 2 linebackers.
Me too.
And they didn't. I know you can't fix his defense in one draft. I wasn't expecting that, but I was looking for the Christian Parker mentality. I was trying to see, was he a front 7 mentality, or was he going to stick with his secondary, which that's what he was a secondary coach. Was he going to stick with that? And I didn't see the need to fix the trenches, which is where the games are won and lost. I didn't see it happen in this draft, and that's what worries me, man. Not getting a defensive. Oh, you got a lot of back. Not getting a defensive tackle with that second first round pick, man, was not good, man.
Not even a
Especially,
linebacker up there either.
yeah. And then they got this one guy, I guess, from Michigan. They trying to say he's supposed to be able to play middle linebacker, but he got disciplinary issues. You know, this dude headbutted a referee. So who knows? I mean, the thing is, he could be a dog, but if he ain't eligible because he's always in trouble, like
Shit.
Vontez Perfect, you know, I mean, people bring up Vontez Perfect, but I'm like, what did the Bengals win with Vontez Perfect? An argument can be said that he cost Pittsburgh. He cost them that game against Pittsburgh when he knocked out Antonio Brown. I mean, whatever his name is.
Yeah, but I know you're talking about. He hit him
Yeah, when
hard.
he when
He
when he
fucked him up.
knocked out AB, he knocked him out. They gave him an unnecessary roughness penalty, and then he acted an ass. After that, they put another penalty on top of it. He gave up 30 yards of field position. They kicked the field goal and won the game. That's why you can't have those type of players. How many times did we watch Randy Gregory get a penalty in the playoffs that gave a first down? Sam Williams, these knucklehead, you need smart players, man. That's not smart. And you bring a player in here that lacks discipline on a team that fails to discipline players. Sam Williams got in trouble with the law, no penalty. Kavontae Turpin in trouble with the law, no penalty. Ezra who just got here last year, got in trouble with the law, no penalty. Marquise Bell got in trouble with the law, no penalty. Um, Pickens out all night, missing meetings, no penalty. CeeDee Lamb out all night, no penalty. There's no discipline. And then you bringing in players that have character issues on top of that.
How does the culture change it though, since
And ain't no, we try to tell people what no damn, the culture doesn't start with the head coach. It starts with the owner. And as long as those players have a direct line to Jerry Jones, the culture will not change. Just like when Zeke wasn't getting playing time, he didn't go to Mike McCarthy. He went to Jerry Jones.
damn.
It's been like that since the 90s. That is why Ken Gailey failed. That is why Barry Switzer couldn't do it. That is why Bill Parcells left this team. That is why these coaches fail a lot of times. It's because you got somebody that comes in and says, I want to see such and such on the field. And he don't care whether they're producing or not. He want them on the field so he can sell, and he treat these players like they're his kids. And in reality, man, you got the Dallas Cowboys get behind the eight ball with these contracts because they do not want to ever let a player go. You have to realize when a player's value is starting to dip and you got to trade and move on. I've been one of the first ones, and people came from my head when I said trade CeeDee Lamb. And now OG is on the same boat with me. You got to trade these players before, and you got to do it before you got to be able to make the trade while the player still has at least 2 years on the contract, so that the other team that's willing to make the trade know they have the player for 2 years. They're not going to trade as much for players in their final year unless the player agrees to an extension. But if you give me 2 years, I might make a trade because at least I know I had that player for 2 years. You see what I mean? And the Dallas Cowboys will let these contracts run. Like we let Dalton Schultz go. When you knew you weren't going to re-sign him because you had Ferguson on the team, why didn't you trade this dude and try to get something for him? There's so many players that we should let go, man, and we hold on to. Like you knew you didn't want Diggs on this team anymore. Why didn't you trade him during the offseason? I don't care if you got a 5th round pick. You got to get something for him. Instead, you cut him. You cut him. You got nothing for him. And then you got to eat the contract. Like the Steelers are very good at getting rid of players. The Patriots are very good at getting rid of players. The Kansas City Chiefs is doing it right now. And these teams are constantly relevant. Even Green Bay is getting rid of players. They traded Rashad Gary for a reason. They don't hold on to these players, man. And the Cowboys, man, the Rams is another team right now that just, all right, your time is worn thin. Goodbye. If you win another championship, like what's his name, Cooper Cup just did, congratulations. But we need to make sure that our team is able to compete every single year. You know, and I mentioned drafting Ty Simpson, and I was talking about using the 20th pick on him, and everybody told me that's too rich. And then the Rams come take him at 12 or at 13th or whatever the hell he was. Like, they scared to bring a quarterback in to get rid of Dak Prescott, man. You draft a first round, you use a first round pick on a quarterback, that put pressure on Dak Prescott. That let him know his days are numbered. They don't want to do that, man.
Nope.
I don't give a fuck if you use a 7th round pick. Put something that you can invest some stock into a quarterback to put some pressure on them, man. Get you a quarterback that's hungry, somebody that's coming in and something with a chip on the shoulder, something to prove.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't need a what's the boy we brought in, Sam Howell. Sam Howell is okay being a backup. He's okay getting paid to sit around, just like what is his name, the one that used to play for the Commanders and then he went to the Vikings.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is okay being a backup now because they're gonna pay him $20 million to sit on the bench. You know what I mean? That's not a player I want to come in. I want a player that's gonna push Dak Prescott and show out. And they're okay with just being a backup. Sam Howell don't care if he's a starter ever, because they're gonna pay him $10 million to be a backup, and he's okay with it. They don't want nobody thirsty. See, Romo came in as an undrafted free agent, hungry, thirsty, something to prove. He wasn't okay sitting behind Vinny Testaverde and Drew Bledsoe and guys like that. And he showed out. He proved it in practice. And hell, even a young Dak Prescott wasn't okay with it. But he's just not good enough. Yeah, and it's okay. Everybody can't be a Super Bowl winning quarterback. It's okay. But when you realize that, you got to move on. But I won't take up all your time now.
Bro, shit, you cooking, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, sentiments, I share those, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Corner yesterday was on a different guy's show, and he called the Dak fans Dakota witnesses. And I was like, I'm still in it, because it is. They are blind followers. Like, it's a faith behind this guy.
Mm.
I'm like, that is so true. Just like Jehovah's Witnesses, these dudes are Dakota witnesses. All hail Dakota witnesses. I'm gonna use that shit on every stream from now. I told him that too.
When he said the book of excuses, boy, I had to tell him, like, bro, I gotta take that right there. The book of excuses, bro.
Yo, Corner be cooking.
I was like, yeah, Corner, I gotta take that, bro. I made that video about that shit. When he said that shit, bro, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta have that, Corner, cause man, that is
he be dropping some gems, man.
That shit is so true. And then he brought out his notebook and then slammed it on the table. I was like, get him, Corner. I was like, yeah, I had to react to that shit, man. He had me rolling, man. I was like, yeah, all facts. Everything he was spitting, I was like, yeah, true. And it still holds to this day.
Yep.
It still holds to this day, man.
Yeah, I was talking to 80. I was talking to 80 a while ago, but I told him, I said, man, you can go take any video 80 made in the last 10 years. And if you play it, you don't know what year he's talking about with Dak Prescott. It's been the same fucking Groundhog Day every single year with this dude, that you could take any of 1980s rants that he had over the last 10, 11 years. And if you play it today, you wouldn't know that he was talking about 5 years ago.
Yeah, I seen plenty of his rants, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's sad because, I the Cowboys have sucked the fun out of football. Like the reason these dudes don't rant like they used to is because you ran it when you felt like you had a chance. And when you don't feel like you got a chance, there's nothing to rant about. You're like, oh, this is what I expected. This is what I saw coming. And I ask people all the time, I'm like, man, are you excited about the season? I'm just curious to see what's gonna happen. Like they drained the excitement out of it, man. But the same people that's giving this draft an A, a B, or whatever, you can go back last year and they did the same shit. They gave it an A or a B. And then we had the lowest amount of snaps for the rookie class of all 32 teams last year, which means that our draft was an F. If your rookies couldn't get on the field on a 7-9-1 season, and your rookies can't get on the field, that's an F. That means you got a bad draft class. But they just stamped this one as an A and a B, just like they did last year.
Hey, since they stamped this shit as the number one out of 32 teams with the best drive.
I saw that shit. These
You
people
see
lost their
that?
damn mind, man. They lost their damn mind. And I get that ESPN. I get that ESPN's job is to sell advertising. So they put the Cowboys in an A block and they just make shit up to talk about, you know what I mean? Like, hey, how in the hell can you sit up there and say after back-and-back 7-win seasons that you consider the Cowboys not just a playoff contender, not even a contender to win the NFC East, but a Super Bowl contender? Now, if you wanted to say after 2022, the Cowboys are Super Bowl contenders because they were in the playoffs last year and they lost by 3 points or 5 points, whatever the hell it was. If that's what you want to say, then I can debate you on that. But I'm not even going to debate you when you say the Cowboys are Super Bowl contenders coming off a 7-win season. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to waste my time. And you got a rookie defensive coordinator. They just crowned this guy as the next best defensive coordinator ever. It's crazy, man. This dude most likely he's got a chance to be closer to Mike Nolan than he does to being Vic Fangio. He's close. He's most likely he's going to be a bust.
I don't see no big success either. Especially what we was talking about earlier with what defense is gonna run because he sure didn't draft the players like you was also saying about the front seven. He didn't really drive no beast in that front seven. He went to his comfort zone, which is the secondary.
Yeah.
So you telling me the DC that doesn't have a feel for the front seven, understanding the trenches, is only focused on the secondary. That's going to be a productive defense.
Don't
But
say
he
it, man.
making magic. He's the scientist now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they made this guy seem like he's some defensive wizard or some shit like that, man. Hey, I don't know where they've crowned this dude. It's like the next best thing.
Yep, already, and we ain't seen shit yet.
And the crazy part was when the coaching search started, nobody was talking about Christian Parker. But this is what they do. Every time the Cowboys hire somebody, it's the next best, greatest thing. What I'm telling you what's gonna happen, man. This dude's gonna come into Dallas. He's gonna coach for 3 years or so, and he's gonna have his growing pains. He's gonna struggle. And then the Cowboys are gonna move on from him. And then he's gonna go somewhere else, and he's gonna actually be held to account and forced to learn how to coach. And then he's gonna be successful, just like Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore was here, and they allowed him to run the same shit over and over and over and never push Dak Prescott to become better. And then he went to the Chargers for a year and learned from the Chargers. And then he went to the Eagles and put it all together.
But
Because the Eagles hold their players and stuff accountable, man. We'll say
yeah,
it again.
maybe it was the quarterback that couldn't get it done because Herbert was hurt a lot when
Man, Herbert is the blonde hair, blue eyed Dak Prescott.
but I know, but when Kellen Moore went there, he was hurt, so he really didn't have, the best quarterback to coach with. But when he, like I said, when he got with Philadelphia, it worked out. Maybe the quarterback could perform what Kellen Moore was asking to perform, and Dak just can't get it done. They blame Kellen Moore for
They
that
blamed Kellen Moore.
too.
And what did Kellen Moore do? 2 years after he left here, he showed that he's more than capable of coaching a Super Bowl offense. But
And when he got a head coaching job, the Saints might be good this season because, they came on a little bit last season, but he came into a team that was like that cap was terrible. So he gonna get some years to turn it around. Quarterback he thought he was gonna have, he didn't have. He had to go with the rookie. You know what I'm saying? So we might have missed out with Kellen Moore and goddamn he with Denver now. Sean Payton.
Sean Payton, yeah. And we lost out on Sean Payton twice. We lost out on Sean Payton twice. He was our OC. We lost out on him. He went to the Saints and won a championship. Then we had a chance when he was basically a free agent. I think you still had to give up something to the Saints because of the way I think you had to give up something. Denver gave up something to the Saints. But either way,
I think they gave up a first.
You had a chance. You had a chance to go get him to replace Mike McCarthy, and you went and got the broom closet guy, man. I'll never understand it. For some reason, the Cowboys are just okay being mediocre.
Yeah,
because you got these fans that every single year they just jump right back on the bandwagon and run with it every single year. They're so easy to suck them back in, man. It's so easy. Every time Jerry Jones gets people and he shows what he's really about is making money and not winning football games, he goes out and makes a trade like Quentin Williams or Amari Cooper or something like that, and he reels them all right back in.
Well, he got a psychology got they ass. Well, I'll tell you, man. I mean, and
it's a drug.
Yeah, bro. People want to come out of them or you old heads. But I'm man. When I said on my title of this, man, the link is in the chat. You that fanboy Slurpees, but they've been in my comments, bro. Dude was in my chat the other night when I went live talking shit, bro. Talking about drop the link, I'll be in there. I was like, all right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, where y'all at?
No, they don't want to have a real debate. Because this is the thing. I know the numbers. And I can call it now. I tell people all the time, stats is for losers. And when you try to pull them out, I can break them down for you. I know that Dak Prescott scored half his touchdowns last year against 4 opponents in 5 games because he played the Commanders twice. I know that.
Exactly.
So I know that he scored 0 touchdowns against the Broncos. I know he scored 0 touchdowns against the Giants in the second game. I know he scored 0 touchdowns against the Lions.
How many he scored against the Vikings?
0. I'm pretty sure it's 0.
Yep. And there was second halves of games he scored touchdowns either.
Well, they got shut out. And this is the thing, man. I went at it with OG in the first half of that Denver game. I said, OG, that offensive line is ass. They're not giving them no time to do anything. I went at it with OG. OG like, man, fuck that, man. This dude playing bad. I'm like, OG, he ain't got no time to throw the ball. Give him a break, man. The offensive line is terrible. And then the second half happened, and it was all Dak Prescott fuck ups. And it was downhill for the rest of the season from there, man.
Mm.
Downhill for the rest of the season with him, man. I will never, ever, ever. I don't care if he win a Super Bowl. I won't back Dak Prescott, man. I will not fall for it ever again. Because I was a big Dak fan in 2016. Dak Prescott played, I don't know if people remember. Dak Prescott played in the Hall of Fame game in 2016.
Hall of Fame too,
And
bro.
my wife is not here right now. But I looked at my wife, I said, that dude got something. And it wasn't even, I know he was playing against lesser competition, but the way he was going back and he was slinging the ball and the passes he was making and his ball placement, I was like, this dude got something. But it never progressed above that, and teams figured him out.
Mm-hmm.
They figured out that when he starts his progression on the right side of the line, he can't read over his left shoulder. So he throws interceptions on the hash marks all the damn time on the left side. I know that because I sat there and watched the games. If you go back and you watch the Denver game from last year, go watch those interceptions and go back and watch that Green Bay playoff game. And I swear you can overlay the players and it's the exact same interceptions. I got a clip somewhere of Dak Prescott against the Arizona Cardinals throwing it into 5 Cardinals for an interception. 5 Cardinals at the goal line in the red zone, interception.
I made a video about that.
He does that shit all the time, man.
Yo,
it's so damn annoying.
Hey, I made a video when you talking about those placements with those interceptions he threw. Look at the 49ers 22 playoff game, the 49ers 21 playoff game, and the Green Bay playoff game. He threw 2 picks to where the linebacker Fred Warner and the cornerback was. Same thing he did with the goddamn Green Bay Packers when old boy took that shit all the way back for a pick 6. The same pick. And then on the other side,
on the left side of the field.
When he threw that pick to Ward, I think it was for the Niners, and he threw a pick.
Denzel Ward, yeah.
The Green Bay game on that left side. I showed them simultaneously on the video, bro. I'm like, that's facts.
It's the same. And when I've been trying to tell people this for at least 2 years, he throws the exact same interceptions all the time. All the time. If you cover the right side of the field, all you have to do is put a spy on the left side of the field, and he will throw the ball directly to the player. I don't understand why. I'm like, why do you keep doing this shit? It's got to be on purpose. Like, you telling me 11 years you haven't learned not to do the same shit over and over and over again? That's like people talk with CD Lamb dropping passes last year and then doing a jugs machine the week after. Dude, you're fucking, 8-year vet, 6-year, 7-year vet?
Yep.
You've been catching passes probably for 15 years of your life. What the fuck is wrong with you? He needs to take the 88 off, man. I don't know if it's too much pressure for him.
Yeah, he never won an 88 anyway, so that might
I know. I know. What was he wanted? Hopkins number, right?
Yeah, he wanted 10.
Yeah, and I get it. And if the 88 is too much pressure, you got to go in there and say, hey, man, I got to take this off.
He fit Hopkins' game though.
True.
To me, I think.
But I think Hopkins at his prime was a better receiver.
Yeah, better.
And he was more physical.
Yeah, but that's why he patterned his game after Hopkins. He really didn't want 88. He wanted 10, and Jerry made him get 88.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, he wearing 88, bro. But he don't fit that. You know, I used to think he could run more routes than just in the slot, but I started to notice that's where his game, that's where his money is made, in the slot.
He was always a yak guy. He was never a route technician, never a physical guy. It was just get the ball in his hands, and he basically becomes a punt returner at that point. That's how he came out. He was the yak guy.
True.
And then you brought in Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper was supposed to be that route technician. So it made sense when you drafted CD that now you got your guy who can go out there and turn nothing into something, you know?
And he had CD and Amari Cooper.
And I don't think people really understand how good Amari Cooper was. Dak
Man,
Prescott just couldn't get it. Dak Prescott don't throw with anticipation. You got to be Amari Cooper is a guy that's going to be where he's supposed to be when he's supposed to be. You have to get the ball there, even if he looks covered, because he ran his route so clean and crisp. He was open, and that was part of the reason why him and Dez fell out because he needed to be wide open for Dak Prescott, and Dez is like, dude, give me the ball.
right. He said, I thought whoever was open. Him and Dez got into a little beef about
Yeah,
that. That
but
came
see,
back talking about, I thought to who was open.
Romo understood that I could put the ball up and Dez is going to go get it, even if there's a guy in his pocket. Dak Prescott don't throw those balls. And even if you look last year, when he threw the ball to Pickens, watch how many times Pickens has to stop, go up, and fight for the ball. All the Pickens highlights from last year, his feet stop, and then he has to go up and get the ball or fight somebody for the ball. He don't get the ball in stride running down the. He be open, but he's got to stop, and now it's a contested ball because Dak Prescott isn't accurate with the deep ball.
So even damn Lamb had to stop on that throw against
They
the
stop all the time. All the time.
go up for it. If he would have put it out there, that was a touchdown. Nobody was there. The safety wasn't there. Nobody. It was just him against that corner. And he had to slow down. He would have beat. I just said the safety was coming in, but if the ball was out there for CD not to slow down, that was a touchdown,
Yeah.
bro.
That's it. And I'm just gonna be fair, man. I tell people all the time when people, I joke around and call Dak trash, but when people say Dak is ass or whatever, I always say he ain't the worst quarterback in the league. But the way people try to represent him as the best quarterback in the league, that's not true either. He's somewhere in that 15, 16, 17 range,
Yep.
which is average. So why
Yep.
is he paid $60 million like he constantly has you competing for Super Bowls? If you look at the quarterbacks that are constantly year after year competing for Super Bowls, they're never the highest paid quarterbacks. You have to leave money to get good players. Yo, Jalen Hurts' agent got on TV a little while ago, did an interview. She told him, hey man, I got you $51 million a year. Jalen Hurts said, I didn't tell you to do that. You didn't leave no money so that I can get good other players. That was his first thought.
Mm-hmm.
Was I didn't tell you to go rob the bank. We need money here so I can get other players. And he's at $51 million a year with a cost over the next couple of years of $24 million a year cap hit, while Dak Prescott is almost $50 million.
Oh, his cap hit. I'm thinking about his APY. But yeah, his cap hit.
His cap hit is 50, but in 2 years it's 80 something $million.
Oh shit.
I think next year is 74. They're going to have to restructure that, which is going to make the 80 something in the high 90s. They're going to have to restructure that, which means they're going to have to extend it.
Y'all made a video about exactly what you said. I made 2-3 videos about that shit, bro. Like, she was saying that Jalen Hurts, she had to tell him this was gonna happen with the cap, blah blah blah. She said she had to break it down to him. So he was like, "All right, bet that'll work." Goddamn. Dak, on the other hand, talking about he wanna set the standard for the fraternity of the league or the quarterbacks of the league. What you talking about, bro?
And not one quarterback that signed after him has signed for more.
Not one.
This is going to be the third year in a row. Listen, never in the history of the NFL has there been one player that was back-to-back the highest paid player in the league. Now, this dude is back-to-back-to-back the highest paid player in the league. That's never happened before. The next man, it was always the next guy up resets the market. But they set the market so fucking high with Dak Prescott that even his coworkers don't even like, man, I don't need 60 million fucking dollars. That's crazy.
Josh Allen said that shit. Basically,
Even better quarterbacks have said, I don't need all of that.
that's the mindset. That's a different mindset, bro. That's the leader we got playing quarterback for our team. This dude is
Yeah.
selfish, bro.
And my whole thing with Dak Prescott talking about, I was looking out for the next guys up. Why are you not looking out for your team? Why are you worried about a quarterback on another team that's getting paid next year? You worrying about the wrong shit. You know what you could have said? Man, I took 50 because I knew CD was coming up. And CD could have said, hey, man, I took 30 because I know Michael Parsons was coming up. And Michael Parsons could have took 35 and said, hey, man, I know such and such is coming up. Like like when what's his name got signed? Patrick Mahomes. When he signed, he called Kelsey and was like, hey, I left some for you.
He signed a 10-year deal, bro. You know
He
how they can
signed
stretch that money out?
because they were able to stretch the money out. It was an average of 50 million a year, but they were able to stretch the money out so much. If you go back and look at his salary cap hits, it was not that bad. He left money for the guys he knew weren't going to be there for 10 years so that they can get their money. So by the time his money hit, they would already have their careers. And then he was willing to go back and adjust the contracts later on. They've restructured and moved his contract and all type of shit for him.
Yep. Dude,
And he's still not the highest paid.
Oh, he's like the 13th highest paid quarterback, bro. 13th highest. He might be a 12 or somewhere around there.
And that's where Tom Brady lived. That's where Tom Brady lived at, man. Tom Brady was in that 10 to 15 range as far as money. When Dak Prescott was making 45 million, Tom Brady was making 23.
Oh shit.
I remember looking that shit up when Dak Prescott signed his contract after he broke his ankle. Tom Brady was making 23 and Dak Prescott signed for 45. Shit crazy, man. It's not going to change.
No, it's not. Like I said before, man, that when Jerry Jones extended Dak, man, that was a business deal. It had nothing to do with winning or even winning the Super Bowls, bro. That was business about selling jerseys, tickets, all the paraphernalia, and keeping the name going, being mediocre. We almost there, but we did make the playoffs, but we didn't make it. But that's bullshit.
Yeah, but my pushback there, and I think what you're saying is true. But no matter who the Cowboys picked up as quarterback, they're going to sell jerseys because these fans just latch on to whoever it is. And they fought. Man, I argued with people for years about Romo. I'm like, he hit his ceiling. He's an undrafted free agent. He played good. Some entertaining games, even in the losses, they were fucking entertaining. And I'm like, but he's not good enough to get you over the hump. And it was clear cut after about 5 years that even with the best talent around him, he was not going to be able to do it. So instead of them moving on from him, they just kept recycling players around him and rebuilding, creating windows. And it just did. It's not going to work. It's the same thing with Dak Prescott. It's the same 10 years under Jason Garrett. Like, we knew Mr. 8-8 was not good enough.
3 years in a row.
8-8, 8-8, 8-8. That is average. That's what Jason Garrett is so average. He spent 1 year outside of the Cowboys and had to talk about football on the TV because nobody else wanted to coach him. They wanted to hire him as a coach. We are okay with mediocre, man, and we tend to look at our players and our coaches as if they are better than what they are. But the league constantly tells us our players aren't that good. There's a lot of players. Donovan Wilson, he's not on the team right now. So that tells you right now that the league don't look at Donovan Wilson as being very good. But we kept him for so long.
Hmm.
Trayvon Diggs is not on the team right now.
Yep.
Green Bay saw him. He played one play in Green Bay, made a business decision in a fucking playoff, in a must-win game. Made a fucking business decision. Dude caught the ball. He backed off 5 yards. We look at our players and coaches like they some superstars and shit like that, and they just average. A lot of these players that we have, they get in because the Cowboys get so many primetime games, and the Cowboys are so popular, and we talk about them all the time, and the sports channels talk about them all the time. They get into the Pro Bowl, they get voted to the Pro Bowl and shit like that, man, and they're not deserving of it, man.
Oh, who was that? I think you mentioned this uncensored. Who was that player that said something about Dallas already won the championship? Was that Marcus Spears or somebody?
That was Chris Canty.
Chris Canty.
Chris Canty said he won a Super Bowl with New York. He said, but every day in Dallas felt the same as the day he won a Super Bowl in New York. Now, how are you supposed to be driven?
To put, yep.
How are you supposed to have a drive to get that taste when you already feel like a champion? But that's what Jerry built because he wanted to. That's what it feels like to be a Dallas Cowboy. That's what he wanted. He wanted you to feel like a winner the moment you put the star on. But see, by them doing that, what they've done is they tainted the legacy on the 90s that built that brand where championships were expected. That's why people laugh at Cowboy fans because it was always next year. Because next year, that was the standard. Hell yeah, next year we better be in the Super Bowl because that's the standard. If not, somebody head need to roll. And when you roll that head, we're going to say next year because that's the standard. People don't talk like that anymore. Now it's...
No heads being rolled.
Man, how many people can you go right now, if you pull out the schedule, we look like damn fools going in there circling games and saying that's a win. But we used to do that shit all the time. Man, you saw these teams on the schedule. Oh, it's the Washington Redskins, that's a win. Giants, that's a win. We probably get swept by the Giants this year. Who knows? We might split with the Commanders. And we might get swept by the Eagles. I don't know. I'm not seeing a lot of wins on our schedule this year. We got teams that we historically lose to no matter who the quarterback is, no matter who the coach is. Arizona, the 49ers, the Houston Texans, the Green Bay Packers. Just teams that we just, no matter what, man, we see that jersey and for some reason we can't play football. And that's more than just Dak Prescott because it's been going on for years with a bunch of teams. Tony Romo couldn't beat Denver.
No.
You know, Tony Romo would lose to Arizona. Yeah, he would lose to Arizona.
Yep.
It'd be so fucking disappointing because they'd be absolute ass, man. We lost to the Saints a couple of years ago, man. The Saints lost 6 straight games after that. But we made them look like they was possible Super Bowl contenders, man.
Now, Jacoby Brissett got a starting job at Arizona. They got rid of your boy.
Yeah, he beat us in Arizona. So
we lost to Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah. Hell, we lose to any quarterback that played for Arizona. Josh Dobbs, all type of shit.
Sure did. We sure did lose to Josh Dobbs in Arizona.
It don't matter, man. Whoever play for Arizona, that's just. And I get it. They used to be divisional rivals, and they might still in their house. They might still, have that little chip on their shoulder in Arizona. But
Didn't Troy Aikman lose to Arizona too? That was
yeah,
a playoff game, wasn't it?
yo, Troy, we lost to, if I'm not mistaken, Troy Aikman lost to the Carolina Panthers in their inaugural season.
Oh yeah, sure did.
Yo, this is like I said, this is bigger than just Dak Prescott, man. When it comes to how this team prepare, I think, and this starts with Jerry Jones, they have this superiority complex. We the Dallas Cowboys, and there's certain teams, they just think that they could just mail it in and they're gonna win. And effort always outbeats talent. You can't, like they say, man, look, you might be better than me, but you're not gonna outwork me. And for some reason with the Dallas Cowboys, how many times have we had games where they like, oh man, let them rest an extra game, man. We should be able to win this. And they take that shit for granted. And then they get dog walked. They do that shit with Arizona a lot, man. Arizona, oh man, we should be able to beat the Cardinals without him, man. Let him get an extra week and make sure he's healthy. And then we go in there and get our ass beat. Oh, the Commanders suck this year, man. We should be able to beat them this year, man. We don't let such and such get an extra week to get healthy. And then we lose. And another thing fans say that pissed me off all the time. When we lost to the Bears, everybody was like, oh, it's a bad loss. And it turns out the Bears are a decent team. And they like, well, that loss don't look so bad. Yes, it does. The fuck?
You supposed to beat them.
You expect to lose good teams? You're supposed to beat them.
Right.
That loss still looks bad. You're
supposed to beat them. Yeah.
Yes. All of a sudden now it don't look so bad because they're a good team. No, that's still a bad fucking loss.
That's the mediocrity right there.
It is. It's the willingness to be mediocre and say, "Oh man, they were a good team." Like when we lost to the Giants when they beat the Patriots, we lost in the playoffs. They said, "Well, at least they won the Super Bowl." The fuck? You okay losing to them because they eventually won the Super Bowl? Why couldn't you be the one to win the Super Bowl? If you beat them, maybe that's you celebrating against the Patriots. People are okay with mediocrity, man. It drives me nuts, man. It's the loser mentality, the ability to be okay with losing. And I will never be. I don't give a fuck. I'm not okay with losing under any circumstance. I'm never gonna be like, well, they were better. No, why couldn't our team be better?
Right.
And then when you get in and you just speak the truth and diagnose why they're not better, people call you a hater. Like, I've been a Cowboy fan since '89. And in the last 30 years, they ain't gave me shit to be proud of. Why the fuck can't I be critical of this team?
Mm-hmm. Well, we got to drink the goddamn hopeism. Well, I got Kool-Aid.
Snorting hopium all off season, man. It happens every single year. I'm tired of it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, man, we sat up here week after week. Me and Fifth went into the Lions Den on these dudes' channels, man. We went on these Dakaroni, fucking Dak Slurpee, Dak Witnesses channels, man. And we went on there, and me and Fifth went in there and got slaughtered, man. And when we told them what was gonna happen, and we tried to show up the next week, they was nowhere to be found. They stopped going live.
Dang.
They stopped covering the Cowboys. One of them stopped covering the Cowboys altogether. He ain't been seen since the season ended.
Nope.
Well, the sad part is, man, this team goes as far as Dak Prescott takes them, man. I don't give a fuck if you got a number one defense. Number one defense can't overcome Dak Prescott turning the ball over on his own 10-yard line, on his own 20-yard line. No defense is that good, man.
or going in to score and you throw an interception.
And yeah, you taking points off the board right there.
Yep.
They re-signed this kicker, so they're gonna keep that crutch. Nothing is gonna change, man. And the one thing that I'm seriously worried about this year, even though I know they're not gonna go nowhere, is that last year you had a relatively healthy team. You didn't have, I don't think you had one starter go on IR when the season really mattered. So towards the end of the season, you get IR because of a 4-week injury and there's 3 weeks left. So you put them on IR and shit like that. You have a 6-week injury, there's 5 weeks left, you go on IR. But there was no ACL, Achilles type injuries and stuff like that. The chances of that happening 2 years in a row, Javonte Williams is injury prone. He showed that while he was in Denver. Now he had a successful year last year. He missed the last game, but he pretty much was injury free last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, CeeDee Lamb missed some time because of dumbass fucking coach.
He came back, ran the same play.
And then you have some offensive linemen miss some time here and there with, knick-knack injuries and stuff like that, but nothing too serious. The chances of that happening 2 years back-to-back is slim. That's just the way football is played. Like, injuries are going to be a part of it. And they just like, we're going to run it back with the same offense. You got the exact same offense. You got Ryan Floyd is going to be your number 3. Pickens your number 2. Lamb your number 1. Javonte Williams is starting running back. The offensive line is not going to change. The quarterback is not going to change. And your tight end is still Ferguson.
Yep.
So you're going to run that back, and you got a whole new defensive philosophy, coach, everything. He's going to coach every defense that ever played in the history of the NFL in one season. You know what I mean? And you got a rookie safety that's looking like he's going to be the quarterback on defense.
Hey,
that's got to come in here and learn a defense he's never played before.
You got the top 5 offense on Census, so all you have to do is fix the defense.
What did that top 5 offense get you? What did that top offense do against Denver, Detroit, the Chargers? Yeah. What did that top 5 offense do at the end of the Panthers game? What did that top 5 offense do against the Lions? Come on now, man.
They put up 9 points? That was field goals, right? That was Brandon.
I think it was all field goals. Yeah.
That was Brandon.
And I bet you, and I'm not even 100% sure. I bet you they were 50-yard plus field goals.
Yeah.
I bet you they were.
All season, he kicked 50+ yard field goals 17 times. What kicker?
Somebody's asking for the link in the chat.
I'm about to get off in a minute, man. So I'm gonna do this again.
But yeah, 151 points by the kicker. It's just Dak Prescott and Ryan Clark need to be ashamed of himself, bro. He got on TV this past week and said the Dallas Cowboys 2025 offense was historic.
Yeah, they've been saying that.
30 touchdowns is not historic.
That's what I'm saying.
You play 17 fucking games.
Only 30 touchdowns?
Listen, you play 17 games. That's less than 2 touchdowns a game. That's not historic. I remember Tom Brady had a historic offense when he had Randy Moss. I remember
50+.
I remember Peyton Manning broke the touchdown record.
Shit,
50+ touchdown or 40+ at the time, I think it was. And then I think Brady broke that.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes threw over 50.
Those are historic offense. The greatest show on turf was a historic offense.
That's why they call them the greatest show on turf.
That's why they call it the greatest show on turf. There's been very few historic offenses and historic defenses. But they call 30 touchdowns historic when you kicking most of the time from the fucking logo. It's stupid, man. But that's how they prop up. I'm telling you right now, man. I watched Shannon Sharp cut a promo about Dak Prescott and how he supported and bet on Dak Prescott all the time. And at that point, I was like, there you go, right there. You pay these dudes money, they'll say any fucking thing. If you're willing to pay the money, they will say any damn thing. Stephen A.
Shit.
Smith will get up there and shuck and jive and all of that shit for the dollar.
He backtracking too.
Oh, Stephen A.
Yeah. Talking about,
Man,
well. But yeah, Uncensored man, I appreciate you, bro. Stopping through. OG.
no,
Everybody in the
no
chat.
problem, man.
You know how we do. I'm gonna call it the night. We're gonna do this again. It's
Yeah, I'm free all weekend, man. I'm taking a weekend off.
okay. You know, I'm gonna go. I hit you up, man. When I go.
Yeah, just text me about 30 minutes ahead of time.
Okay. All right.
If you ever want to talk NBA, I'm ready because these motherfucking bums in this NBA shit, man. Kevin Durant's a bitch. Whole bitch, and nothing but a bitch.
Man, you know he sold out and went to Golden State to get the championship. He couldn't do it on his own.
Yo, he's so motherfucking soft, bro, and he's scared of LeBron. I can't stand that motherfucker, man.
No,
I ain't never seen nobody mentally weak as that, man.
He is, bro. He is,
That's a whole nother live stream, man. That dude is ass, man.
All right, man. I get up with you, bro.
All right.
$4K on the beat.